everybody. Welcome back to the favorite hour of the week, the Anything Better podcast with myself, Paul Verzi, over here. My good friend Bill Burr over there. We got the Greek freak, Andrew Stemless, behind the glass. And we are doing episode 13. Oh, episode Dan Marino. Who you got, Bill? Got episode Dan Marino? Who else?
Ken Linsman.
I don't know that guy.
He's a former Edmonton Oiler that wrapped up his career. He was a flyer, an Edmonton Oiler, a Bruin, and I forget what else.
Why are 13 so hard to think of right now? Was a baseball 13? Shit.
That's a tough one.
13 seems more of a football number, I feel like, but I know we're missing somebody. Oh, wait, was Odell Beckham 13?
I thought he was 15. No.
Oh,
he was.
Will Chamberlain.
Oh, how dare us.
A-Rod.
A-Rod. Oh, that's right. A-Rod, Will Chamberlain.
I gotta tell you, Will Chamberlain, if you want a guy who's gonna score 100 points in one game in the regular season, that's your guy. But if you want a championship, I gotta go Bill Russell. That's somebody doing a hot take in the 60s.
Just because you're a Boston fan, you punk ass.
A still shot, black and white, of Will Chamberlain with his hand up dunking, and there's three white guys, and their foreheads are up to his dick. It almost looks like a comedy.
Yeah, they made dunking illegal because of because of his dominance, racism, and other stuff.
All right, I got one.
Yes, Odell's
okay.
13. There you go.
Nice. I got one for you to start the podcast. Bill, is there anything better than your wife just walking up to you, giving you a hug, and says, hey, let's go sit down outside together for a little while and watch the sunset? I had that last night, and it was nice. I sat down. She sat next to me. She put her feet up on my legs. We looked at the sun, and I was smoking a little bit of a stick, half a stick with her.
That's nice.
And we were just looking out, and I was like, you know what? Is there anything better than when it's just that? It's just you and your wife looking out. No one's talking.
Oh, right in the face.
Nobody's saying anything. There's no commotion. It's just a nice calm. Just looking with your mouth. By the way, how underrated is silence? How underrated is nothing? Dude.
I was going to say, is there anything better than when somebody you want to shut the fuck up 10 minutes ago finally wraps it up? Is there anything better than that? When they just like, all right, I think we covered everything. You're like, oh, thank God. Thank God. I don't even know what you said for the last 10 minutes. All I've been thinking about is this moment. Underrated, wrapping it up. Reading the room and wrapping it up.
We have, those rooms in everybody's house, the room that nobody goes in? It's nicely furnished. It's got a couch, maybe some chairs, a rug, and maybe like either a glass coffee table, but it's the room that nobody uses. Well, I use that room. I go into it, there's a chair that your arms kind of go like this, and you just sit back. And I'll sit there and either close my eyes or have the lights off and just be alone. And it's like my decompression chamber. Fucking priceless.
You know what's funny right now? People who live in studio apartments are complaining. Maybe next time, where am I supposed to go? My quiet room and my loud room are all the same room. I live in one room.
Yeah, it's like, well, do fucking better. Do fucking better. Yeah, it's like, do better. It's not my fucking problem where you live. It's like, get a room that has an extra room.
Oh, please run for office and fucking have that as your platform. Paul Verzi says, do better to those who have less than him.
I think this is going to be a good episode.
Paul Verzi and I approve this message. Listen, get your shit together. We all did it. You want something good? That's my policy.
I'm so successful, I have a room in my house no one's allowed to go into. We don't even need it. We don't use it.
At least you have a pet, Paul. Get a dog. Get a fucking dog. I got a yard. Don't punish me.
Oh, man.
But me and Stacy are starting to do some stuff built to the house. So... I've gotten to that point in my life where I'm going online, and it's not just cars I'm looking at. It's not just sports I'm looking at. I'm looking at garage remodels. By the way, I have a thing with garages where it's almost, I fantasize about, I'm going to give this guy like 12 grand, and I'm going to transform my garage where you could eat spaghetti off the fucking floor. I'm not even joking. new walls, new floor, the whole deal. I fantasize about it, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna put my fucking four-wheeler in there, Bill. I'm gonna have my four-wheeler in my new garage, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I am doing.
You're gonna be eating off the floors, but you can be driving an off-road vehicle in and out there, Paul. I'm gonna say when he's done, you can eat off the floors. That's the old epoxy floor. It looks great for like a fucking week, and then you're like, God, is that a dead fucking caterpillar? It happens. You need a leaf blower in there.
I love a good epoxy floor though. Like when it's first done, it's like
Yeah, if it's done right, if they don't fucking have bubbles in it and it pops and you gotta have them do it again. I've had it all, Paul.
I'm a roof guy too. I stare at somebody's roof. Me and Giannis were going through the neighborhood. I gotta give Giannis credit. He called it a hat. He goes, look at the hat on that thing. And you know me, I love shit like that. I bursted out. I almost jumped out of the car. Because he goes, Verz, you just keep talking about my roof. And I go, no, I'm saying like you only got like 5 years left. But because I have a new roof and I marvel at a new roof. And he goes, oh, the thing needs a new hat, right? And I was like, done, game over. It's called a hat from now on. You have a nice roof over there, if I remember.
I don't know. I was over it the other day and I looked at it. It doesn't look so good. The people fucked up my roof. I don't want to get into it.
You go, I
got this old ass fucking house, and like literally the water that drains, for some reason there's a crawl space.
Oh, I think we heard this one. It's okay.
Between the the attic and what the crawl space and the floor, right? Where you live.
Oh no, he talked about
living
the
area.
previous one.
And the pipe, the drain pipe, rather than draining it off the roof, these guys have the pipe go into that crawl space and then back out. So when these guys did the roof, when they unhooked shit, they didn't hook it back up. And the first time it rained, I had Lake Michigan in my front, and the guy goes, oh, that's the problem right there. It came back. And it's just like, no, you never hooked it up. Oh, and I just said, just get the fuck out of my house.
Did you? Real good for you.
Get the fuck out of my house. Then I called the fucking stupid ass fucking cunt insurance company. I paid the insurance. This bullshit happened. They fucked it up, and I put in a claim. You know what these fucking assholes do, Paul? You know what these fucking cunts do? They send me a check that's made out to me and them. I had to sign it over to them. The money goes to them because they had to make sure that I was going to take that money and put it into my house because they fucked people over so bad in 2008. Fucked people over so bad that it wasn't even worth people fixing up their fucking houses. I can't do a Caitlyn Jenner joke, Paul? That happens, the whole fucking world starts, but these fucking assholes can do that?
You're 100% right.
I paid the entire premium. That's my money. And these guys have so much fucking money. It's such a rigged fucking game. And these politicians are such sellout fucking pussies, Paul. Okay? Yeah. And these are the... I guarantee you, whoever signed that shit over, at the end of their political career, or once a year, they go out on a golf course that fucking insurance company rented out, and they give a speech, and they pay him a ridiculous amount of money. And that's the fucking payoff for fucking over old Billy Freckles. Yeah? And I'll tell you, Paul, one of these days, I'm going to put together an A-team. I'm going to get a van with an A-team of people wearing fucking headbands and shit. And we're going to start visiting some of these fucking insurance people. The
Dude,
ones that top.
I'm in, dude. I'm fucking in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brown right by the fucking tide. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me started on those fucking cups. Dude, I've literally had every goddamn fucking thing. You ever had drain flies? That's fun.
No, but we are.
Oh, that's great, Paul. Like fucking house flies the size of your thumb come into your fucking house because they're changing out the sewer system that one of the original Three Stooges put in 100 fucking years ago.
Oh, jeez.
And then they come in and go, dude, what the fuck's going on? And they just know, it's a drain flies. They just because you know what it is, then I'm supposed to be okay with that?
Yeah, I love how they blow it over because they're educated on it.
That's a drain fly. Somebody blindfolded could have killed 6 flies per swing. That's how many were in my fucking downstairs.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, offensive linemen of flies, dude.
It's funny we're talking about this because our hot water heater and our boiler went yesterday. So the guy comes in, and I call up. I go, guys, I've been with no hot water for 4 days. I have 2 little kids. Like we're trying to shower, the water's barely getting warm. Like what's going on? The guy calls back. He goes, "I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I'm gonna come back today. You do need
How
a
do you
new boiler."
misunderstand that? What did you say the first time?
Yeah, my wife goes, "He didn't misunderstand." So he shows up yesterday. I gotta say though, nice guy. And he goes, "Listen," he goes, "new boiler's gonna be $6,800, everything included." He goes, "Here's the thing. Your hot water heater is almost done, but you could go without getting a new one. My suggestion is if you get the new boiler and the new hot water heater," he goes, "both are 30 years old right now." He goes, "You do that, it's $8,800. If you wait, there'll be an extra $800 later." So I look at Stacy. I said,
They're all upsell.
I said, "Listen, me and Stacy."
Throw them up the stairs.
I said, 30 years old, get them both out of the fucking house, put 2 new ones in for $8,800. It was a big hit. And the guy goes, "Hey man," he goes, "I hate to meet you. And the first introduction is that price quote." And I go, "Bob, it's what it is." That's what I said. I go, "Bob, it's what it is. It's $8,800. Just be here Friday, put the new ones in." And
My favorite thing is they always come in and they say the last guy didn't know what he was doing. Who did this one? Is that 3/4 inch? Oh man, that should have been an inch. That's not even a code. It's the last guy never knew what the fuck he was doing.
Oh, that is,
Those blue collar guys shit on each other, crawling around with their flashlight.
dude, that has to, dude, that's a bit. That is a fucking bit, because they always.
It's tragedy plus time. I'm still living it.
Who did that? Who did? Yeah, see, they shouldn't have.
This past inspection? Wow, that surprises me. When was this redone?
We got
that's your problem right there. And I'll tell you, I got to follow those lines into the walls, and I'm probably going to have to go up into the attic.
Yeah, sometimes they shit on the company without doing it. Listen, we don't want to say anything bad about the competitor, okay? I'm not here to do that. But they've been known to sometimes cut corners. I'm just saying, I like you guys.
Hey, Paul, listen, don't tell my boss I'm doing this, okay? But I like you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that 1.25 inch pipe in there, okay? I'll knock $200 off, okay? But it's not going to...
We have a mouse problem in our garage. So Stacy goes, "We need more mouse traps. We need more mouse traps." So we get, and there is like there's like this little hole that they're all in. So Stacy puts hunks of cheese. So these motherfuckers just drag it off.
I think my biceps might be done for today. I gotta see.
I'm
I'm gonna ride a bike, but I'll see. I think this is my 3rd day rest, but I might have to do another day.
And they were smart enough to just drag it off. So all 6 of them, they just got this huge score. It was like their Ocean's 11. They just fucking dragged this cheese.
Lift Windsor Heist. One of the mice was in the shower going, "Oh!"
He goes, who's security? You're looking at it. I'm the overnight.
How many mice are getting whacked in your garage right now?
So she made the
what Mickey liked more than anything is he liked to. I mean, he actually loved to steal. You got good fellas down there with the mice.
Oh shit.
He actually enjoyed it.
I
I gotta be honest with you, I don't mind a mouse.
I
I don't want it in my house, but they're fucking adorable. They're fast as shit.
I don't mind the mouse either. You know, it's like
I
almost
don't.
good on
Rats
them.
don't. You know, the tail's what gets you. But I mean, you know.
I'll tell you what's an ugly motherfucker is a possum. A possum freaks
And they
me
know
out.
it, and that's why they come out at night.
The eyes, the tail, any kind of pink, no fur hair tail, any kind there's no hair.
Go easy. You kind of describing me here.
Any kind of pale, no hair, that's hilarious.
Pink, orange. Dude, I saw one the other night, like coming up the street. I got home late, I'd done a spot, and this fucking thing was just like, they just run up the street, they're looking at you. They're varmints, man. Varmints.
They really are fucking creepy. Look, they look like a creepy, skinned raccoon. Like if a raccoon was skinned and scared, it looks they're just.
Yeah, it's like somebody threw acid in the face of a raccoon, is what it is. Dude, I'll tell you, what goes down at night in your backyard would blow your mind if you ever got a fucking camera out.
My late father-in-law, rest his soul, before he passed, he put a camera in his backyard, and there was a weird-looking deer, and somebody told him when he showed it, they said that that's a very rare, you don't see that a lot. We had a bear rip Stacy's garden door, ripped the poles in the door, and a black bear went in there, and they saw, like, you could see, like, black bear shit is really different. It's like flat, it looks like lasagna. And he went in there and he just fucking ransacked her whole thing.
Hey, not having Italian tonight, Paul.
Sorry. But it's a very specific... have you ever seen a black bear? It's hilarious. They look like a little person in a costume because they like can run on two legs.
I don't fuck with bears, dude. I don't fuck with areas where there are bears. Dude, those fucking things maul you to death. All day long, I'll take a mountain lion death over a fucking bear death.
Yeah.
Mountain lion's gonna grab me like this. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna tap out. Big John's gonna come over. Ring the bell. It's over. It's gonna be over. Dude, a bear, forget it.
Let's talk about this.
You're not gonna die until it's done eating.
That's actually horrifying to know.
It's fucking horrifying. There's Komodo dragons, bears. I've talked about this shit, dude. Like those fucking things. I don't watch. Anytime there's a bear killing something, I don't watch it.
I might need one more day of rest. I'll see though.
Yeah. What? Yeah, fish never get sympathy. Isn't it funny? People go fishing, hold it by its mouth, scream in its face. Some guy's going, ah! Because you know, when the masters,
no,
they fuck it. The bass masters. This guy's holding this thing. He's going, yeah, yeah, yeah. This fucking thing is.
I guess that's it. I guess it's just muscle growth.
Fucking brutal.
That's it.
Yeah. What did Bill Hicks say about human beings? That we're a virus with shoes?
I gotta take it easy for my arms. I might do the rest, abs and legs. I did 4 bench presses though. I think I'm done for bicep curls.
Let's talk about the Masters, dude.
I might be able to do one more bicep bench press, and then I'm gonna probably just ride the bike in V-sits. My arms are like.
Am I saying that right?
I think so. First Japanese champion ever, and you gotta like him. We talked a little
I
smack
drank
and he
2
had sorta-
friggin' protein shakes
you know,
today. I
you
ate
say,
so much meat already.
You're the first Japanese golfer to ever win the Masters. And he goes, does that mean you're the best Japanese golfer of all time? Dude, sports writers are such lazy fucks. Like, why would you ask him that?
What did he say?
Well, why would you ask him that? Why can't you just be like, yeah, it's great, it's an honor for my country? So it's like, so are you saying you're the best? Just trying to get some shit going, right? So he said, well, there's been a lot of great ones, but I am the first one that won a major, so I said something, so I think I set the bar. I kind of like that. The way I liked the way he played the last 4 or 5 holes on Saturday, where he just took over.
I thought.
And how he bogeyed the first one on Sunday and got right back on track on hole number 2 and birdied it.
Yeah, I thought that Xander Schauffele kid had an opportunity to win the Masters, and then when that ball went in the water on 16, and then he
The Masters over already?
Dude,
it's April.
He played like I played.
Isn't it in May?
He shot a 6 on 3.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Man, and it ruined.
Maybe it is in
it
April.
ruined it, and he ended up getting back to 10 under. I didn't want the Japanese kid to win. I didn't, and the reason it has nothing to do with like the history of it. I always root for a comeback. I was either rooting for Spieth, because in golf they write people off. You know what really bugged me is when Rory McIlroy, your Irish kid there, when he said, and they're friends now, and I think but when he said nobody's afraid of Tiger anymore, the fucking disrespect that was.
I see a theme here, Paul. You don't like Japanese people. You don't like the Irish. Who else is on your hit list this week?
I don't know. I mean, I don't.
I know what you're saying.
You don't say to a guy that won 14 majors, nobody's afraid of him anymore. That's just that's disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm not going up there to kiss his rings.
I know. I don't like
Ryan.
that.
Rex Ryan.
Oh, I know who it was. Oh yeah, you called that guy from the gate, man. You called Rex Ryan early.
Yeah, called him early.
You did.
I wasn't saying he was a bad coach. I was just saying this confidence it's a put on. It's a show.
Yeah, it's a little fake.
Yeah, it's just like.
But that is a great
We
line.
know you're coming up here to try and beat us. You know, I'm not going up there. What is that? Is that what, you just watch a John Wayne movie? Should have been sitting on like a fucking chuck wagon.
Tiger Woods' 12-year-old son is gonna be. I mean, that you saw that father-son thing that they did, right? They did every PGA Tour pro got to bring a
Just
family.
picture him talking to him. I gotta understand, there's gonna be a lot of women out there. I'm not saying don't have your fun, but just I don't think I need to say anything else.
Yeah, he just goes, you know. Dude,
Watch out for waitresses. They're fast. They have a reason to talk to you. They're bringing you food. They're bringing you a bill. Conversations happen.
Don't trust Barkley or Jordan. That's what they say, dude. They said in the book.
Don't hang out with those guys.
They flat out blamed them. Like flat out said Jordan.
My mother-in-law called that. My mother-in-law called that in the late 2000s. She said he needs to stop hanging out with them. He's a married man.
Yeah.
He needs to stop hanging out with them. She said that in the living room, and I remember when the shit hit the fan. I looked at her and she goes, "I told you." No, I said, "Did you see what happened?" She goes, "I know." She saw it coming.
Well, yeah. Hank Haney, his swing coach, wrote it in the book, going like those guys just took him out, and he saw some shit and was like, "All right." it just, a whole other world. But no,
It's like that amazing baseball player. He started hanging out with those drug addicts, and all of a sudden he got all the tattoos. He said he didn't even want them. He learned that you don't watch who you hang out with because you start doing with them. Listen, I don't want to be throwing, these other guys under the bus or anything like that.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I feel like cutting that out. I love both of those guys.
No, it's in the book. Everybody knows. We're not saying anything that nobody doesn't know. I mean, listen,
what are we?
You hang out with Jordan, you're gonna throw some action on some game. I mean, you hang out with Jordan, you're gambling. It's just like if you hang out with Jordan, you're gambling. If you hang out with Barkley, who knows? I mean, I heard Barkley's a good time. Okay? I heard Barkley's a fun one. No, so all the PGA pros. This is like this year, I think, like or maybe the end of 2020. All the golf pros got to bring a family member to play with them. So some guys brought their uncles, some guys brought their dad, some guys, and it was just like best ball of the two gets the number. And Tiger's playing with his 12-year-old son Charlie. And I'll send you the clip. We got to show the clip, dude. He hits a 5-wood, and he just crushes a 5 with his 12-year-old, and it goes like 170 on, and had a better shot than Tiger. And ended up winning the hole because of him, and it was just like, and Tiger, he ran up to Tiger, he was so fucking happy and proud, and Tiger went like this, and the other dudes are like, great shot, you're like, oh, that kid is coming, like, that kid is gonna be, with everything that his father knows, and everything that his father taught him, like his grandfather, over. And I'm rooting for him.
That's awesome. Well, how could you not?
Yeah. No, there are people that
Of course there are. They're called sports writers.
Yeah, I don't
Those
know how
fucking sad dude. I don't know what happens when you write about sports, but you just go down this fucking. It's almost like they stop enjoying sports. Maybe that's what it is. Like you kind of turn it into. You just turn it into work. Like I remember talking to a musician buddy of mine one time. He said it's the weirdest thing when all of a sudden music becomes your job. Like your whole life it was like, oh man, I can't wait for school to be over so I can go play guitar. I can't wait for my day job to be done so I can play this gig tonight. And then all of a sudden it's like you get in a band, you get signed, you have a hit album, and now you gotta write another song. And then it's just like, oh god, I gotta go to rehearsal, and it's just like, wait, this used to be fun. It's weird.
Yeah, I also think that some of the sports writers that can't do what they do, I think there's a lot of jealousy and envy in it. I think if you dedicate your life to writing and reporting on something that you don't do, there's something there that you wish you could do. And if the guy's a dick to you, you shit on him. That's why these nerds are keeping people out of the Hall of Fame with their votes. There are some guys that are not in the Hall of Fame because they were like, the guy was a dick, he didn't treat people right, he didn't treat the media right, these fucking nerds, fuck out of here. You're even
that can like, come on man, if you got overwhelming stats, that's not gonna stop you.
No.
You know what they will? They'll just be cunty and not let you in the first time. That's their fuck you to you.
Bill, Mariano Rivera is the only baseball player in history who was unanimous across the board. Every single person said yes. What does that tell you? He was the only one. Because he was an absolute sweetheart and undeniable. He was like a comic that murdered every single time he was on stage and then hugged
Somebody voted against Babe Ruth?
Yeah. Babe Ruth was hated him. He didn't like... What's this?
There are currently an estimated 11,700 sports writers in the United States. The sports writers job market is expected to grow by 3.4% 2016 to 2026. Well, yeah, it's a crowded market, so I guess you got to be like the edgy guy.
Yeah.
I guess that's why you asked the question. Some guy from Japan finally wins it out, and rather than being like, "Hey, man,
Yes.
just like a great on," I mean, it's got to be amazing. Like they were saying during it, Jim Nantz goes, "This is how big this is. If this kid wins this, he's probably going to be lighting the Olympic torch." I mean, that doesn't happen. I don't think Tiger ever lit the torch.
You ever see one of those guys? No, he didn't. You ever see one of those guys in a press conference and he just goes, like after a loss, and he just goes, "Really? That's the question? Next question, man. Could somebody say something smart?" That, even if that guy becomes a Hall of Famer, that guy's gonna be the one to try to find something. You ever hear Russell Westbrook? They go, "Russ,
Yo,
did
what's
you
up, man?
ever, I'm not gonna say the word you used.
I
but they go, "Russ,
reported
did
you,
think
man."
Tonight, they won it, or you guys lost it?" And he was pissed, and he just goes, "N-word, what?"
How does it
Just
feel?
like
Do you feel the rush?
I
Do you feel
swear to
the?
God, just like that, and his
Is it more
face
exciting?
Had the disdain, and Russell Westbrook will be a Hall of Famer because of his triple doubles and all that. That guy's not voting for him. That guy's not gonna vote for him. So
I gotta rest my
yeah.
biceps, man.
Babe Ruth didn't like reporters.
I did
that were
some
short.
curls.
You could look. Babe Ruth didn't like short people. That's the God's honest truth. Look that up, Andy.
It's definitely
Babe
getting
Ruth
bigger, though.
Did not like guys
But it's
that
like-
were like
Somebody
under.
hurt his back to look
like
down
bluish,
on
you
the
know what I mean? But it's looking good. I'm happy with it, dude. Thanks to you. Yeah, it's like when you open liquor as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Wait, you gotta get the beginning.
I don't need the big guy. I got it.
Actually, I didn't drink anything as a kid, to be honest.
What?
I know. Can you believe it?
Yo, Trip.
But I know what you mean.
That's tough though, to go up to a professional athlete after a tough loss and go, "How do you feel?" That's like
What's up, man? How you
Bill,
doing?
how do you feel is okay. I don't think that, do you think they won it or you lost it? Dude, who was that guy who fucking went up to like Karl Malone? Do you feel like you let him down? Do you feel like your career's a fail? That Peter Versi, whatever the hell his name is?
oh, Peter Vesey.
Yeah, it's just like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, this interview has nothing to do with Karl Malone. This is your
I was a square
bullshit,
until I
man.
met you guys.
Hey Patrick, do you feel you let Madison Square Garden and all of the fans of Phoenix down?
Yeah, I was a good boy.
How were you supposed to react to that? What do you
They're hoping
How's the
you're
goody
gonna
two-shoes,
flip
man?
out,
I mean, I
and
still
you're
am.
gonna have an easy day, and then also, like that was like the end of that interview.
That's funny.
You never know the interviewer's name. Like I had to learn his name. But who the fuck would say that? Like, what did Karl Malone ever do to you? He's playing against the greatest fucking basketball player of all time, the greatest fucking team of all time. They took him to fucking 6-7 games, whatever they did. They played great. They played great, and he's being humble, and he's being whatever, and then like this guy's just coming. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there's another side of the story. But just watching, I was just like, I don't want to watch like athletes getting humiliated by little skinny guys.
No, a guy that never held a fucking football. Here's the thing.
He should have just put him in his little inside sport coat pocket. Just walked away.
Well, what are the
Hung up the jacket.
What are the funniest funniest meltdowns you've ever seen? I think the ones that come to mind are playoffs. That's a good one, but I gotta tell you, the one where the guy goes, "I'm a man, I'm 40." But that reminded me of Will Ferrell, actually. You remember that? The guy, the
Yeah.
coach of the Oklahoma State. He goes, "Don't do it to him." He goes, "I'm a man, I'm 40." That's a great one.
And this is the thing. None of those sports writers gave a fuck. They just want you. It's like that bullshit when people write stuff to you on Twitter and Don't ever respond to it, because that's what they want. They just fucking ignore. They part of. Yeah. I guess the real thing is part of doing. You know, being the person that people ask.
Can't feel it.
You just have to
After that
understand
5-hour
people are
workout.
gonna be fucking rude as shit.
Yeah,
Say
dude, I
stuff.
bet, man.
And you're
Yeah,
gonna
my
wanna be
arm,
like,
my
"Well,
biceps are
shut the
definitely
fuck
done for
up,"
today.
and you can't,
I might do another
because
bench press.
you actually make
I want to
their
ride the
job
bike.
easier.
I want to do some abs, but I don't.
Spring is springing as we
So I'm
speak.
delaying it.
Smart.
I might do some abs and then a little bit of the bike, and then I'll
To tidy up
probably
and
feel
get
better.
your life in order. I love that little twist with how to get into it. Why not start protecting your family with life insurance? Policy Genius can help you compare top insurers in one place and save 50% or more. Once you find your best option, the Policy Genius team will set up your new policy for you and answer any questions you have along the way. Here's how you can get started. First, head to policygenius.com. In minutes, you can work out how much coverage you need and compare quotes to find your best price. Policy Genius makes it easy to compare policies from as little as $15 a month. It's a great price. You might even be eligible to skip the in-person medical exam. Since your licensed agents work for you, not the insurance company, there's zero
Thanks for being here, man.
hassle. If you hit any speed bumps during the application process, Policy I've got a nice Helix mattress. Helix Sleep. You order the mattress that's matched to you.
This guy's going off for like.
Look
Look at Bill Burr's face. Look at his
free.
face.
You don't ever need to go to the mattress store again.
Bill Burr.
Helix was awarded the #1 best overall mattress of 2020 by GQ and Wired magazine. Just go to helixsleep.com/better, take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. 100 nights risk-free. You don't like it, it's not on you. It's on the arm. Okay?
It's been like 4 minutes.
If you don't love it.
Look, he's gonna interrupt.
Helix is offering up to $200 off mattress orders and 2 free pillows. I gotta get some pillows. Andrew, I didn't get any pillows. For our listeners. Helix.com/better. That's helixsleep.com/better for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows. Oh, is anything better than a nice pillow on the neck? I think not. I want it.
All right, everybody, it's stamps.com. All right, let's face it. Taking trips to the post office is.
Oh, he's got to do it now. Oh, Bill.
That's why
Bill,
I
you're.
recommend mailing and
Bill.
shipping online at stamps.com.
Whatever. At least you're not on Spotify, Bill.
Allows you to mail and ship anytime, anywhere from right under your anywhere.
So brilliant at reading what he thought the reporter was really doing, and then saying something like, well, yeah, or like he would laugh it off and let the guy know without letting him know that he knows
God,
what he's doing.
Bill Burr really hated those ads,
but
man.
The documentary that
I never saw him argue with an umpire his whole fucking career. He'd do that thing. He wouldn't look him in the eye. He'd just be holding his helmet like he was going to take it off. Be like, that's...
Yeah.
Dude, and you could see the umpires had respect for him because he showed them respect.
Yeah. I remember I saw Jeter one time look at him, say no, and then get like one time, and then he just put his head down and walked away. But that Allen Iverson documentary showed that Allen Iverson's friend was killed. Somebody that he loved was killed. And he found that out before he went into the press conference of the practice. We're talking about practice, so he was in a mood, and then they're going, Allen, you didn't show up to practice, anything like that. And he was thinking about his friend, and they talked about it in the documentary, how he was devastated, and that's where that came about. And we don't get to see that. That's why Marshawn Lynch,
I didn't know that.
your boy Marshawn Lynch, decided that he's just going to go and just say the same line over and over.
Oh, God, that was the greatest.
He just said the same line over and over. He would just go, what would he say? He would go, he didn't say no comment. He would just go, yeah. He'd go, yeah, probably. And he would just, and then everything, and then they knew they didn't have anything after 15 questions, and they moved to the next locker. That was his,
What about Bill Parcells when he told that guy that's a stupid question, you're a jerk?
Bill Parcells and Lou Piniella. Bill Parcells and Lou Piniella those were the guys that were just. Greg Popovich was a dick, but when it was his friend, or if he liked the guy, he wouldn't be a dick. But Greg Popovich would just go, "What do you think we need to do in the second half?" And then he would smile and walk away. But Lou Piniella and Parcells, when they were in a mood, it was like a drunk stepfather. You knew it was coming.
I loved Lou Piniella. I miss guys like Lou Piniella.
Yeah?
It's fucking nuts. You can't be that guy anymore. You just have to, like, the nerds won. Like, you have to just sit there and listen to these fucking people going like, all right.
Yeah. Well, there's a fine line between Lou Piniella and...
Who's the guy who just attacked his desk and threw the fucking phone? Remember that baseball manager? He just lost it.
No.
You know, it's sad to watch because they broke him. They were in a losing streak, and every night they're just going, what's going? Well, how come you're not winning? You think it's something you're doing? Do you need to shuffle the line? And it's just like every fucking night. You know, you're under all of this pressure as a manager, and then these fucking nerds come in just picking you up. They'll pick you apart when you win. I know you won by 7, but don't you feel that, you know, are you concerned about the amount of runners left on base?
Coaching is a job for only certain people. I remember the high school basketball coach at my high school, which I did not play for. I didn't play basketball, but he was a teacher in one of the classes. His name was, I swear to God, true story, his name was Mr. Knickerbocker. And he was the old coach. The new coach was in. And he said, Paul, they called him Coach Nick. He goes, Paul, he goes, I'd lose sleep. My wife and family was like, for high school, he would go, because if you're a competitive person, he goes, he goes, it was just a job. That one coach, Mike Tice or whatever, he coached the Vikings. He goes, 17 hours. He goes, 17 hours I'm away from my family a day. And when I'm with them, I'm sleeping. And he goes, and you're just sitting in the office trying to figure out how to beat that team next week. It's just life consuming.
I know a guy who turned down the job because of that.
Turned down what job?
I met an athlete one time, and he's just like, football guy, just knows the game. And they were trying to talk him in towards the end of his career, going, you should get into coaching. He goes, I'm not doing that. And they said, why? He goes, because I want to stay married. I want to see my kids. Dude, yeah. And that's like they used to head coach, I don't know, making some money or whatever. But those guys underneath them, I think it's even worse. They like sleep at the stadium.
Because they're trying to get that head coach job. Mm-hmm. They're trying to get promoted somewhere.
There's 32 head coaching jobs in the whole world in the NFL. Think about that, man. There's 30
your wife's got to love you. Your wife's got to love you. For your wife to go, I'm going to be in this and we may move. You may get another job. Your kids may leave the school because now you're the offensive coordinator across the country. And she sticks with that.
Yeah.
That's a
She either loves you or it's an abusive relationship. Hey, I did this when you met me. You knew what this was. Stop crying. It's South Dakota. They're in the WAC. I'm going to fucking destroy them. We'll be back in the Pac-12 in a minute.
If that fucking kick isn't wide right, we don't live in Texas. Just starts losing her shit. Wasn't my fault. She's going, you bring it home with you. What the fuck? It was a chip shot. It was a fucking chip shot.
Bring it home with me. My fucking face is all over the paper. I told you to stop subscribing to it. Oh, I like the gossip section. They're gossiping about me. I always feel bad, like with certain guys that are volatile guys, right? When you just see them, you know that shit. You know the fucking that stance that they're in when there's a field goal, where they got their hands on the knees and they're just sitting there. Like one time, come on, just put it in. They goes, wow, shit, and they fucking lose the game.
I love the guys that go, they try to be calm, but then they mouth it, but they don't say it. They look at the kick is up, and they go.
He missed it. That was the one. I remember that kicker that talked shit about Peyton Manning.
Vanderjack.
Yeah, going, and he goes, that was just our idiot kicker. He was trashing him, our idiot kicker. And Fucking Peyton Manning drives him down the field like a fucking champ, like a Hall of Famer, drives him down the field, puts him in a position to win. And the kick is up. And the coach, Peyton Manning, they both go, he missed it. Then they cut to the coach. He's like, he missed it. And then Chris Berman goes, and he missed it. Dude,
I got one for
field
you.
goal kicker. Field goal kicker. That has got to be the worst because everybody in the crowd's like, dude, I could have fucking made that. It was a fucking 20-yarder.
Yeah, I was going to ask you a question. What would you rather do? You're a field goal kicker to win the Super Bowl and you miss it, or you're a relief pitcher that gives up a home run to lose a World Series. Which would you rather do? I think you'd have to be the pitcher.
I would rather be a pitcher.
Me too.
Because whatever side it went to as a kicker, that's what people are going to chant at you for the rest of your life. That's your free bird. Play free bird is wide left or wide right. And by the way, that dude for Buffalo, it was a fucking 48-yarder. People act like that was a fucking chip shot. It just didn't break in.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I was on my dad's bed.
You know, it's because there's a 4 in front of it. People don't appreciate it. If there was like a 50-yarder, I think people would be a little more forgiving. How about the fact that Bill Belichick shut down the fucking run and gun? That's what really did him in. So then it came down to the fact that they had to try and kick a field goal to win it. That's the other side of it, Paul.
I just saw something on the Buffalo Bills 4-in-a-row losses, and Thurman Thomas was sitting there and he's going, Harry Connick Jr. comes out and he goes, and they moved my helmet, and Harry Connick Jr. is about to come out and sing, and they moved my helmet and we couldn't find my helmet. And then one of the reporters goes, yeah, in a nutshell, them losing the helmet was just why that organization wasn't together. They ended up doing something like that where it was like not an omen, but like in a nutshell, the team just didn't have.
In what world is Harry Connick Jr. moving the helmet? And if he's watching this, I know he's going, I didn't move the fucking helmet.
No, they moved it for his performance. He didn't move it. They moved it like, I guess basically they lost Thurman Thomas's helmet before the Super Bowl, which they said is a microcosm of how the team didn't have their shit together.
No. It wasn't before was it before the Super Bowl? I thought it was in the middle of the game and he was coming out and he couldn't find his fucking helmet.
Oh, I don't know. Either way, he's going, I don't know where my helmet is. I don't know where they put my helmet. He goes, and we couldn't find it.
That's why I root for Buffalo. It's weird. Buffalo hates the fucking Patriots. I don't hate Buffalo. I don't. Even though that during all of those years with Jim Kelly, they were kicking our ass before they got to the Super Bowls. And then then we got Drew Bledsoe. So they kind of leveled out a little bit, and Parcells. But like they were kicking our ass. They kicked our ass, the better part of a decade. We had like Bob Greasy was kicking our ass, which rolled into Dan Marino and then Jim Kelly. And then Jim Kelly and Dan Marino were fucking going at it. And we were like, hey, what about us? So, I mean, what goes around comes around or whatever. So now they got a great quarterback. I love that town. I love those sports fans. I would, even though they were cunts to me at that Jets game, a couple of them. And that they don't acknowledge OJ's, on field. I know, off field, I get it.
Didn't OJ play for who did he play for after the Bills? Was it did he play for he didn't play for the 49ers, did he?
That's where he ended, yeah. He ended with Steve DeBerg. It was him. I think Gene Washington was already gone. I'm trying to remember who was on that team. And Bill Walsh, who got passed over. They passed me over, Michael.
I'm smart.
Not like everybody says. He got passed over in Cincinnati and then went to Stanford, regrouped, kicked ass, and then came. And then there was 49ers stunk. And there was a number 1 draft pick by the name of Cool Joe Montana. They built around that.
It's Willie Mays in a Mets uniform. It's Patrick Ewing in an Orlando Magic.
Oh, we talked about that. Like fans of this podcast, if you're out there, write in the saddest just you had to look away to see somebody.
Really sad, really, really tough.
That's what's great about Tom Brady winning in Tampa, because he won, he got the ring. It's just like, oh my God, if he went there and they sucked, it'd be, oh no, and you just watch him get beat up and everything. That would be brutal.
Even what's it called? Even Montana went to an AFC Championship game with
KC,
the Chiefs. Yeah, with the Chiefs. Like dude, I still can't believe fucking Brady went to the Bucs and won. That is one of the most fucking gangster things I've ever seen in sports history. I mean, that motherfucker shows up to Tampa Bay with that coach.
It's ridiculous. There's nothing to compare that to. It's far into your career. You're talking the guy won his first Super Bowl almost 20 years ago. To be that old, that would be like if they traded George Blanda. And he fucking went. I mean, that guy played. He looked like Ulysses S. Grant by the end of his fucking career.
Even the way he talked, even the way he talked during the season, after they would lose, he'd be like, "We're a couple weeks away." Like he just knew what he was doing. He knew what the offense was doing, and he knew how he was clicking. He knew how to use guys. He's going, that was a tough one, but I think we're gonna. And he would like do Instagram posts talking about it.
And then they beat the fucking Chiefs.
Beat the Chiefs, man.
Beat the Chiefs. I mean, it's unbelievable, dude. It's like that team was like a monster team. So it wasn't like like when Patrick Mahomes got hurt against Cleveland, if he doesn't come back or whatever, you beat the Chiefs without Mahomes. It's like,
Club Soda Kenny
say something, but he beat a fully stocked team of Kansas City Chiefs.
He beat big teams, great teams during the regular season too, and there were some games he fucking blew teams out. And then
he beat the Saints in Denver. We're saying him, but the whole team. Drew Brees last game. He beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Who else? He beat fucking Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he just played Hall of Fame quarterbacks the whole time. Away games too, if I'm correct.
The kid is something I've never seen before. I've never seen anything like it. He's just an absolute fucking animal. Club Soda Kenny said, he texted me. He goes, "Verzi, I got a dude. I called it for you." He said, "Brady's going to go to a third team and win one." You heard it here first.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, nobody is going to let that guy go again.
No.
I actually think he could play 2 more years, retire, and then if he came back and wanted a contract, somebody's giving him a tryout. I'm telling you.
He's going to be 47 years old, and they're going to be like, he may make the backup, we'll see, and then he gives them a run. That guy is something else, man. I just really want him to stop, though. And the reason why I want him to stop is because I don't want to see, with everything that he did, especially going to Florida and winning that shit the way that he did, which, like I said, is the most gangster shit I've ever seen. I don't want to see him now ailing. He's come this far now.
I don't think he'll do that. Dude, this guy is he's gonna do a 2-year victory lap and be in it to win number 8 and 9. He just is. It's who he is. He's the fucking Terminator. He's like one of those fucking horror movies where the person's running and the fucking scary person is walking and you just never. He's just.
All right, I'm gonna do something here on anything better. I'm gonna make an early prediction. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think Aaron Rodgers is really upset. He thought that this was the year he was at least going to go to another Super Bowl, which I did as well, because that's
nice. That was really nice. That was really good. I'm really happy about that.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be heard from again. And I think Aaron Rodgers is going to win a Super Bowl within the next 2 years for sure. But
I'll tell you, the problem in Green Bay is not Aaron Rodgers.
What's the coach?
I don't know. He needs whatever it ain't fucking him.
Hey, A-Rod.
He's got to do the Kobe thing, where Kobe be like, "Listen, the fuck, it's not me.
Rodgers
is the guys I need."
Listen to me. Rodgers is listening to this podcast. I know he is. Okay? Aaron, Come on, anything better. I know what you're going to do. I know who you are. Let's talk about it. Come on the show, okay? You're the fucking guy. You know it. I know it. Let's put this shit to bed, okay? Tom Brady had his time. It's your time, Aaron. You know it.
Oh, I'll take that action.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, that
I
would
wouldn't say that to Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to light the flame any more than it is. But,
You hear that? You hear that, Aaron? Bird just said if it's you and Brady in the big one, he's taking Tommy.
hey, it was out of respect.
What? Hold on. What? I don't have. Hold on.
Can we be professional here?
Oh,
We're
here,
doing
here,
a podcast. Why would geez, Louise?
Bill, did you ever hear what?
Hey, Stace, what's going on?
Baseball practice for the first time this season.
Pop your head in. I haven't seen you since before things went crazy. Oh, all right.
But
Women are hilarious. Unless they're like red carpet ready, they're not going on camera. I would have walked into my pajamas eating cereal. All right, what's going on?
Bill, we love you,
Did you ever
Bill.
hear what Bill Parcells said to Belichick on the sideline? I was just reading the story, looking up Parcells. There was one terrible moment during the game when Belichick called a blitz and Parcells seemed to oppose it. They went ahead with it and the blitz worked. The other team had done what Belichick expected and not what Parcells had. But Parcells was furious, and over the open microphones in the middle of the game, he let go. He said, "Yeah, you're a genius. Everyone knows it. A goddamn genius. But that's why you failed as a head coach. That's why you'll never be a head coach. Some genius."
Wow. Yeah, here's the thing. If that's true, here's the thing. Parcells never won the Super Bowl without Bill Belichick.
Oh.
no, and I think
And
it's
maybe it
And
was that
Burr's a
speech,
Boston
Paul,
boy, so he knows all
made
that.
him at the midnight hour turn down the Jets and then come to New England. I gotta tell you something, dude. Yeah, I was the saddest fans I've ever
What?
seen.
well, who?
Mets, Jets fans. You see it in their shoulders. Like when you walk behind New Yorkers, you know if they're rooting for the Giants and the Yankees or the Jets and the Mets. You just see it in the shoulders. They got that Willie Loman.
Yeah. Bill Belichick.
I'm
Like
trying
Billy
to get
Crystal?
a comedian on the scene.
Oh, I love you, Billy. I love you, Billy.
He is the prototypical
I love you, Billy.
Jets fan.
You eat pieces
Oh,
of shit for
Jeremy,
breakfast?
No. Jeremy Hotz, yeah. Jeremy Hotz looks like whatever team he roots for, it's like they're always like 1 yard away or something happens.
Billy Mitchell?
Yeah.
No, not Billy Mitchell. Who am I thinking? What's his name?
Growing up.
What's the
we had
comedian's
Celtics,
name?
But there was just like
From City Slickers.
you know, I said forever
Not
that
Billy
we were,
Mitchell.
not only did we not win forever, we were also the Washington
Billy Christie.
Generals
Bill Christie.
to the Globetrotters of two sports with
Yeah.
the Yankees and the Montreal
Billy Christie?
Canadiens.
And you know who I'm talking about. The guy from City Slickers.
Yeah, they would just come in and kick the shit out of us, or we
Where,
win and then
what's his
you know,
name?
shit, too many men
it's
on
terrible.
the ice, fucking the collapse.
Denzel? Not
Oh,
Denzel.
anything that could possibly
What's his
happen.
name?
We were so bad, we choked to the Mets.
Dirty Harry? Where Dirty Harry comes up to
That's where
Billy
the fuck
Crystal?
we were.
Billy Crystal, that's his name.
Yeah,
Red Sox are looking good, by the
He
way.
goes, I
They
eat
won, like,
pieces of
4 in a
shit
row.
like you for
We did,
breakfast.
you know, go to Baltimore Down
And Billy goes,
all right,
you
it's
eat
only
pieces
7
of
games.
shit
It's
for
only,
breakfast.
it's only 10 games. Yeah.
Look how your eyes got like that. You really
No,
hate it, don't you?
No.
You hate it.
I think it's the same line from Happy Gilmore, but I think City Slickers came out first. But I mean, if you say the same line at like the same time when pre-internet, it's like whatever, you know?
They are looking good. You know what? Everybody has 5 wins. You guys have 7, so it's annoying.
Yeah, you're not paying attention, are you, Paul? Yeah, it's got all like that.
I know nothing. Nothing.
Well, I mean, it's got to be your guy. The American League East has to be the Yankees to lose. Has to be.
I think so.
Yeah, you guys got a
Well, we
great
got
fucking
Gary
team.
Cole.
Our team has sucked the last couple of years since we were banging on the trash can there. And, you know, we're starting to come back around again. I think we got some Tupperware now. We're going to burp it.
I think a coach I think a coach is really, really, like, a certain coach can change things. And I think that what Tom Thibodeau's doing with the Knicks, making them relevant in fucking April, Bill. We're playing meaningful basketball because we're a defensive team, top 3 defense in the league.
I'm worried about you, Paul.
Why?
I'm just worried about you.
What, with the Knicks?
You know, I love you. You're one of my best friends in the world, Paul. And I just, every year, I see you get on that bandwagon. And I see you start to slip off the side, and I see those wheels turning. And it just kills me to see your Jordan sticking out underneath that bus every year. That thing runs over you.
You're talking to me like I'm an alcoholic that you know is going back, or like.
Well, I just hope you know what you're doing. Bill, I got it under control. I got it under control.
The Celtics, dude. If Kemba Walker keeps playing the way he's playing with that Jaylen Brown guy, you got
Jaylen Brown guy. There's a little more respect on that guy.
I'm saying.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they are the future. They have scored the most points since Bird and McHale, the best two-person combination.
Wow.
You are such a Boston.
And they're both. I ain't not that Jaylen Brown guy.
I'm giving you a compliment.
You said that Jaylen Brown guy, like he's trying to make a name for himself.
All right, he's a one-time All-Star. The kid's coming. He's great. But
Oh,
I'm saying,
true.
One-time All-Star.
He's a
You
star in the
New York
playoffs.
fans are so fucking cunty. How many, you have 27 World Series. What are you fucking worried about?
Well, we're talking basketball, and
Don't try to control me with your tone.
what?
You went all the way down. All right, we're talking basketball. What are you, a former cop trying to avoid the confrontation before it happens?
Listen,
You reach
Bill,
for your mace?
We're talking basketball.
Talking basketball.
There's no reason to, we're not talking baseball. No,
Raising your voice. I'm not raising my voice.
if you said that Julius Randle guy, I wouldn't be like, whoa, he made the All-Star team the first time. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I like the Celtics. I think if Kemba Walker continues this, and I'd love to root for you guys against the Brooklyn Nets, of course.
Hey, Paul, you're just starting to headline clubs. You're just starting to fucking, sell tickets and everything. Look at your eyes. Look at you. When Paul goes like that, he knows the pain's coming. You tighten it up. What if somebody referred to you? Yeah, we had last week. Who'd you have the club? We had that Paul Verzi guy.
It would motivate. No.
That would bug you.
Yeah, it would bug me.
It would bug you.
It would bug me. I'm a competitive. It would bug me. You know what?
And if the Celtics, for some reason, traded Jaylen Brown to the Knicks, you would not say, we got that Jaylen Brown guy. I'd call you got fucking Jaylen Brown. So don't give me your fucking passive-aggressive, that Jaylen Brown guy bullshit. And then try to act like, go one All-Star game, you're going to go all fantasy fucking football on me now.
I would be psyched.
His name is Jaylen Brown. Mr. Brown to you.
If he was a Nick, I would be psyched as shit.
Yeah, I know you would. Dude, I heard you go to Club Macanudo. Maybe sometime I go in there, he's smoking a cigar. You'd be so excited.
I'll tell you who I love. Marcus Smart. That kid is an animal.
That's the kind of guy that can win you a championship. He does the intangibles.
That's the X factor.
That kid's more valuable than a Jaylen Brown, maybe.
He had a nice 3 against you. I don't know if you remember that.
That guy's not more valuable than Jaylen Brown. What is he talking
I
about?
saw fucking Themlis even tilt his head when I said that one.
He's the X factor. He's
Dude,
the.
Marcus Smart was out for about 2 weeks, and we were like rudderless out there.
You're not the same team without that guy. And he talks a little shit. He's got an unbelievable engine on him. He dives for basketballs. He can hit a big 3, which he did. He fucking
The
against us.
untradables. Smart, Tatum, and Jaylen Brown.
That kid Jaylen Brown could be traded.
I love this Celtic team. I have a real problem with the fucking NBA and this stupid All-Star game with like the fucking Team LeBron, Team KD. It's just this night of too many stars. How many more fucking guys are the Brooklyn Nets gonna get? What are we doing here? And I gotta tell you something else. I'm on a rant here. Here we go. The fucking NBA, Paul, is the only game where you go from college to pro and it slows down. I don't know what, and I know they're faster. I know that they could destroy every college team, but the game is just slower. It's fucking longer. There's more timeouts. There's more fouls. There's just more fucking TV shit. Dude, college basketball is just lean and fucking mean. And,
Yeah, but college basketball is so ugly,
I
man.
watch college hockey.
College basketball is like watching me play GoldenEye. It's just mayhem,
NCAA title
miracles.
of this
NBA is like watching fucking like top 10 players, you know, top 20. Clean, thought out,
College football, though,
right?
still seems like it holds up.
Yo,
Just
way
awesome.
behind my right arm.
I
I was intentionally.
Big time difference. First of all, those fucking
Yo,
aluminum
thanks, man.
bats. But you watch
I know, but I'm when I'm benching, I feel out how it feels in my arms. Sometimes my right arm hurts. A lot of time I'm just letting my left arm be a little bit more limp on the bench.
But I can't say that because everybody's still fucking
Like, check out this bruise, dude. From like after I raised to 165. Look at this bruise. I think I showed you the bruise before, right?
Being a league
Look at
anymore,
this. Gross.
in sort of almost being like UFC, where it's just like I know who's fighting in the championship.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gross.
this guy versus this guy. I know it's gonna be Lakers, Brooklyn Nets. They know it. The All-Star Game is named after. It's not even the East and the West anymore.
I know though.
That's a problem, personally.
I think you're being a little disrespectful to the Utah Jazz, who are 41-13.
I hope I am, because I saw when Shaq was disrespectful to that kid out there, and he fucking
Donovan Mitchell, yeah.
he's been playing even better. But like, I can't watch these fucking teams that just get a zillion guys on them, and then they're like, they still need another piece. Dude, I think that 2008 Celtic team, it's just like, it was fun to win another championship, but it's just like, it was like, that was paid for.
Oh,
It made sense
Bill's the
because we won against
realist,
the
man.
Lakers every fucking year and
He's the
doing
realist.
this. But like,
Bill's the realist, man.
that's why I don't consider what the Astros did cheating as much as that they brought a gun to a gunfight. With what the Yankees and Red Sox were doing, where we had $200 million, fucking roided up free agents.
Hey, dude, Bill, two wrongs will make a right, my friend.
Teams that had ridiculous amount of talent. I'm not saying everybody was
Doesn't
on
justify
point, I'm just
their actions.
Yeah,
I know the point you're making, Bill, but
LeBron and them
I
did
disagree.
took it to another level, though. I think what the Celtics did in 08 might have been like, but I don't put.
Well, it started with Kobe, Shaq, Phil Jackson. The league changed with that, and then it just sort of became like, it just kind of, all of a sudden Lakers like run off 5 championships. It's like, oh, that's the game. And then LeBron's like, what the fuck? And then he goes to Miami, and then he went 2 down there?
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, oh, he just fucking piled on. Then he goes to Cleveland and gets the shut the fuck up championship. Right?
Yeah.
Does his thing there. And then, like, it's just sort of become like,
It sucks, man. It's not fun. It's not fun, and I gotta tell you something, and I really mean this, and I know people are gonna think I'm talking shit because I hate them so much. If I was a Nets fan and I won it this year, I would not feel that good. The same way when the Yankees won, when they had fucking Mark Teixeira at first, Robinson Cano at second, Derek Jeter at short, and Alex Rodriguez at third. Winning that one, it was nice to go ahead. Like, it was one of those where it was like, I didn't hate it, but I wasn't like, yes. Like,
I'm just hoping that football and hockey don't go that route.
Dude, as a Raptors fan with one championship, I'm so happy they got Kawhi Leonard. These guys have like, they're fans with teams with like 15 championships. Me, I'm happy we got Kawhi.
All of a sudden, like a couple of shrewd trades or whatever, but it's not like they don't have that thing of like, everybody just sort of piling on. I mean, I guess it's gonna be like the celebrity of a Lakers Brooklyn thing with all those superstars in it playing for a title. I guess it's kind of fun on some level, but I don't know. I just look at the Pelicans like, so What is that? What do you tell the Pelican fans? Enjoy Zion while you can, because he's gonna go to Miami, or I don't know what.
I mean, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden are on the starting five of a basketball. It's the dumb. It's stupid. It's
Dude, if I'm running the league, though,
I still think the Lakers might be favorites still.
The unfinished business.
Not even lying.
Of the fucking Oklahoma.
Depending on the health of Davis, but because it's a shorter year, I think it definitely benefits LA. But LA, the West is going to be insane to get out of. But Murray getting injured is huge.
Whatever. I'm sick of talking about.
They probably would have at least had to play Denver, right?
Oh, well, we've only talked about it once.
Or Utah, or whatever.
So I thought I talked about
Denver.
it. I just, I like hating guys in rivalries. I don't like fucking hating a guy and then all of a
Because
sudden
Jokic is probably the only guy that could really contain
so
Davis,
I guess
maybe.
I like him now, and everything's fucking cool.
Yeah, and it's good to watch your team and go, this is the year we're going to get over that team. Like you said, like in The Last Dance. That was the year that they were going to beat the Pistons. Because Scottie Pippen got tougher and Jordan was working out. Like, that's the fucking thing you need to do. Not this, like, I'm going to join them and I'm going to go and do that. And, I'm going to be Kevin Durant and go to a 73-win team. Whatever. It is what it is.
I don't think it changes, dude. I think that's what it is now. And, it was bad before when the owners are like, I own you. Like, there was guys that never made the pros because the position they played back in the day was the same position as Mickey Mantle or Ted Williams or DiMaggio, and you never even made the pros. So they needed a free agency, and also the owners were fucking them over. But, like, I think it becomes like...
Oh, I see my hat. I can show you a couple hats I got. I got two really cool hats,
like
man.
Power, you know what I mean? One side has too much power. They always seems like they overcorrect it. Hopefully, it will settle in the middle because.
Oh yeah, the quintessential, so sick.
Well, yeah,
I got a fresher one. The second one is pretty fresh, and you're gonna laugh when you see it though, because it's not related to this one at all.
Just missing him getting on the refs and all of that shit, like.
So sick.
I don't know.
Well, something's
And
gonna
this
give
one,
because
you're gonna laugh when you see it, because you're gonna be like, "What? It doesn't make any sense at all."
I can't even believe I'm saying this, but Durant's getting older. I just
Check this
love
out.
the fact that I can root
The
against
Steph
this
Curry
fucking
signature on the
team.
side, so
I can
sick.
root I mean, nothing's gonna
I got
give me
this
more
in
pleasure than watching the
2015
Lakers or the Nets lose.
when they
and the fact that my Knicks can take part in that.
when it was Curry and
Fucking lose.
Curry scored 37 points in game 5 to win game 5, and Curry didn't win MVP.
LeBron knows.
Okay.
He knows. He just knows the mindset.
I hope you're wrong.
Utah's not. They're not gonna fucking beat them.
Sports writers, man. That's it. The sports writers. It was nine sports writers. I think 4 never played in the NBA.
No, dude, listen, they're killers, man. They're
People that lost money because they bet on LeBron.
I don't know if this is like a defense mechanism you're doing, or if you really feel that way.
No, I absolutely feel that way.
Oh, okay, all right, because I know you don't want it. I know you don't want it. How could you, as a Celtic fan?
Yeah, but I've also, I've kind of come to terms with the fact that, like, guys want to play in LA more than come to Boston with the winter and, fucking, it's LA's the total package, man. Beautiful women, beautiful weather.
Actually, I bought that hat before they won the championship. I bought it like before the playoffs. I think I bought it after they won game
dude, you can go to Bill and Bob's Roast Beef and talk to
5 against San Antonio.
You go to Union Oyster House.
Curry had an insane... Dude, I'm gonna pull up that interview, dude. Where I knew they were gonna win the championship when they interviewed Curry. And Curry couldn't even speak. You know when you reach that point where you can't even, like, communicate, your brain isn't even, you're just, like, on this other level? Dude, I'm gonna come back to this. There's other episodes of this too. I'm not gonna be able to find it on YouTube. Like this is way too old. There's so many newer Curry videos. Like, oh shoot, I don't want to sign in. I remember really specifically because it was amazing. No, it was Memphis, I think. Warriors Grizzlies game 5. 5 years ago. This is the one. 6 years ago? Game 6. Game 5. Tie 2-2. Yeah, this is the one. What year is this? Bogut? Dude. I hope they do the post-game interview, man. They're not. Because I think Memphis was the favorite. That's what was so crazy. Because they're like, oh, well, this is going to be Memphis' year. Golden State's going to lose again. Right? That was the point. They're a jump shooting team. This was the game, man.
Being able to control himself, Klay Thompson, decelerate.
They don't have the interview? Game 5. Alright. Which is game 6? Game 6. 2015, exactly.
Doing dirty.
That's just a playoff. Game 4. I don't think I'm gonna find it. That's 16. 2015. Crazy third quarter. This is. Oh, buzzer beater. No, it's a game 6. It's game 6. In game 5.
The Warriors take game 5 and the series lead.
Yeah, like listen how important this game was.
Up and down the bench, the 3-2 lead that the Warriors now hold.
He's hype, he knows.
Full of dominant performances in this
Yo!
win. Here on
I'm up to 12
Warriors
followers. I
grounds.
won't
Stephen
forget
Curry
you when I'm in Hollywood.
scored
Yo,
3
buddy.
pointers in the first quarter,
Yeah, man.
electrifying.
Hit up
Or
El Barra when
LA
you get there,
in
man.
the last few minutes of the opening quarter, the Warriors
He's in
on
LA.
one, punctuated by this tray from Curry. He finished with 18 points and 7 boards. And the Warriors had the momentum into the second quarter where Harrison Barnes helped the Warriors extend their lead.
After this game, I knew they were going to win the championship, and they had to go through, I think, San Antonio still, or I can't remember who they went through. They went through
one of 9 assists for Draymond Green.
maybe the Thunder,
Moving the ball, setting up 3-pointers left and right. Klay
and then the
Thompson
Cleveland,
leading up. He had a game-high 21 points. And at the half, the Warriors held an 8-point lead. And in the third quarter, it would expand to a 15-point advantage here as Andre Iguodala gets the dunk, bringing the crowd to
I'm gonna Google it. I gotta Google the specific video. Oh, here we go. You see, we have the post game discussion. You'll see Curry. He's another state, man.
Eventually, you know, you're gonna get stops, and
no, it's not
we
the.
had a couple shots to get back into the game. And
We
get
need the
out
on-floor
momentum,
interview.
The first quarter, and then you just try to cap up.
day it is. Dude, or like I don't even know where I am, like fuck. It sucks. Anyways, his thing was Curry. Finals game 5. Post game. 1 year ago. Game 5. Warriors Raptors. Oh. 1 year ago. 3 months ago. 5 years ago. Is this the one? Game 6. Warriors Grizzly game 6. Maybe I'm thinking game 6. No, he won game 5 though. $5 years ago. Yeah, everyone's talking about this. There's so many videos with that one game. Even the fact that there's these videos about this one game. Like, look at this. And the day that it was probably published.
Mike Steph, congratulations on the win. For the first time since 1976, the Warriors advanced to the conference finals. You weren't even born until 12 years later. Just how big is it for this franchise?
This is good. We've come a long way. Especially since I've been here in the last 6 years to get to this point. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of great guys on that team that we come to play every night. And it's nice to see the results of that. And we want to keep going. A lot more work to do.
After the quick start, you guys were 6 of 9 from them and decide who you'll play.
That's huge. It's obviously nice to be able to rest and recover after a hard
No,
series like we had here.
It's the game 5 interview.
It really was just, this is the challenge in front of us to close out a series on the road. And,
That's too bad.
We answered the bell, so everybody contributed. It was a total team effort. It's probably the way we played. And
yeah. Anyways, to paraphrase, he goes. That she goes. Steph, how do you think you're going to be able to close out the
Wow, what a game we had last night between the Warriors and the Grizzlies.
She goes, Steph, how do you think you're going to be able to control Memphis, whatever, and close out Game 6? And Steph's like, yeah, you know, we're just got to do the same thing as we did tonight on Saturday night or Sunday night, or I don't even know where I am right now. And she's like, oh, thank you, congratulations. Steph's like, yeah. And I'm like, he's going to win a championship. He's like so in the zone. You know what I mean? That was a huge win. And the post-game interview, what's his name? Not Silas, coach. I forget his name. He's excited as this guy.
Grizzlies. Well, at least it was a half, because by the end of the first half, the game was pretty much over. So I'm going to show you the highlights that happened in the first half, because there are some pretty interesting things in the way the Grizzlies were attacking. Quite frankly, it was too bad that Tony Allen couldn't play, because he does have a huge effect on the game, both defensively on the ball and making it tough for those shooters, but also his mental toughness that he brings to the team, which they clearly lacked. So we'll have to see what happens in Game 6, but it feels to me that Game 5 is going to decide the series. Warriors are going to move on. The Grizzlies started out perfectly, running horns, methodically running their motion until they get exactly what they want. A reversal to Zebo, post up on the left block.
It might have been Game 3. They may have been down 2-0. Or maybe in Game 4, actually. Where they were down 2-1. I think they were down 2-0. And they're like, oh, Memphis is going to win again, just like every year. And then they won, I think 3 in a row. I think then they won 4 in a row. They did. We saw the Game 6 interview.
More horns, and yet the Warriors stop it cold.
This was the biggest series in the NBA since probably the Rockets, or no, the Warriors Thunder. But this one is probably more important. I'm gonna search for Game 3.
And if you don't get glued to Curry immediately, he'll drop this in your face. Memphis got a little too enamored with the jump shot, however, and it eventually became...
Yeah, I think it was game 4. Because it was in Memphis. And Memphis, everyone was shocked. And even Curry was shocked. And Curry's like, I don't even know how he got this game. Dude. Okay. Look, 2-1. I knew it. You see that? This was the one. I think this is the one. Assassin, man. On the road, this was the game, I think. This was the game. Alright, let's look at the comments. Because I know there's people going to be like, this game changed like the NBA forever. Oh, I told you. Look at this comment. This comment's hilarious, man. Check this out. That's exactly what I'm talking about. 22 likes. Check it out. Is this not exactly what I was talking about? Let's read it. What's happened? Never fully realized just how important this game was. Had the Warriors figured out all the oh, there's more? Yeah, baby. Yes, this person's pouring their heart out. Yes. All the skepticism of the sustainability of the Warriors' playstyles throughout the 4th season were coming to fruition. They looked like the Suns, where they'd just be the one defensive team that could break them. But then came the tactical change pull away from Tony Allen as a result of this blowout. This is where the Warriors learned to win. To really win. This guy knows, man. This guy knows. Or girl. Whomever this is. Think of any comeback the Warriors pulled off, any difficult scenario they mastered. Cleveland 2015 Finals versus Houston 2018 and 19. They were drawing on the lessons and the confidence of this series in general and this game in particular. 22 likes, 3 replies. Dude. True. They lost. Blah blah. Wah wah wah. Wah wah wah. This comment though. How about this comment? Is that not what I've been ranting about for like the last half hour? It's all good. I don't need confirmation from my craziness.
Memphis took down Portland, even though Memphis was a higher seed. Portland had the home court because they won their division 3. Well, here's Curry again. Yeah, that's the kind of night.
Listen to the silence. This was the game. This was the game. I hope they show the interview, man. I'm telling you, man. People are leaving. Oh, we don't get the interview? Look, he doesn't even know where he is, man. He does, yo, we're gonna watch that, dude. He's like... Look, he doesn't even know where he is. And then they grab him and interview him. He's like... Let's see if we can find that interview. Game 4, 2015. Steph Curry interview. Five years ago, post game. Highlights 5 years ago. This might have the interview. It might. Post game 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Post game interview. Grizzlies Warriors, April 2016. 2015. 2016. Catches fire. Clinch series. Game 4. Grizzlies. 2015 and 16 regular season. Halftime interview. Drops 46 points. Against Memphis. This might be it. So good. Game 5, Cavs.
Green off the Randolph miss. Green
Memphis.
finds Curry. Open three. Puts it in.
Memphis Grizzlies held Golden State to 90 points in their prior matchup. That was good enough to even see it.
Game 5, Raptors. Okay, that's. Anyways. Thank you for that huge. What for being for that huge detour.
Like all of these guys are on the same team. Like, I want to see you guys face each other.
Yeah.
I think I might be done. I might ride my bike a little bit. I might do one more bench press. I'll probably do one more bench press and probably ride my bike and probably end the session.
I think that's a
Well,
lot.
it's definitely hard to repeat, but like, I don't know. I just think LeBron brings people up to his level as much as people fucking still hate on that guy. I don't get it. It's like, dude, he went back to Cleveland and he won, and he beat the fucking Warriors, who were an unbelievable team.
That block, that championship,
Yeah.
undeniable.
And everybody said when he did that, oh, it's all these fucking haters. And it's like, okay, so it's over. He did it. Dude, he won a championship in Cleveland. Who does that? Nobody. Then he goes to fucking LA and then they all start hating on him again like he never won in Cleveland. So that I don't get. But like, I just know that is the guy. And I knew as a Celtics fan, I'm like, okay, he's
That
there.
LeBron
He- you know, that's gonna be like
LeBron
Mom
led
in fucking life. I knew they were
5
all
categories
fucking-
that series.
but like,
He led in both teams. He led points, rebounds, assists, blocks,
They're just
and
anybody
steals.
ever made an All-Star game in the last 20 years. They're
That's-
just fucking.
It might be. I think LeBron's performance in the 2016 Finals, in my young NBA age, probably might be the best performance, other than probably Jordan with the flu.
Yeah, I sit on the bench like Jose Canseco sat on the
But that
bench
wasn't
for
the
you guys in
finals. I think it
98
was
and
the.
99.
It might have been the
John
finals.
Stockton's gonna be the third point guard. He's
So
coming out,
I don't know.
he's still
Jordan
in good
flew,
shape.
I love all those stories
Braun
of what
in
a filthy
Cleveland.
player was. He was so
And,
good
like,
at it. I
Tristan
never even
Thompson.
noticed.
I love Thompson. I love Thompson,
Yeah.
Canadian
I was
guy.
just psyched there's a
but,
white
like,
guy doing something out there.
You know what I'm saying.
Small white guy. A small white guy's got to do anything he can. You know, a small white guy's got to scrap and do anything. I
Hey,
remember.
if that fucking dude on the Warriors has to kick people in the balls at his fucking height, what do you think? What is that little white dude got to do, man?
I was in pickup games. I was the little white guy in the corner, and that's why I knocked down the shots. 'Cause that's all I had.
Name of your autobiography, the little white guy in the corner.
I love that. I love the assassin. We need that guy, man. Oh, one
I
of
really
the
could. I could go
highest
Middle
scores.
Eastern,
That
I
guy.
could go Russian. They've told me Puerto Rican. I got a lot of different ones.
Armenian, man, I don't know. Not quite, Mark. You got the beard. You got the beard. I can go like 3 places. I got Ireland, Scotland, and England. That's it.
Yeah. Germany.
Other than that.
German. You got the German too.
Yeah, but you only said that because you know. Come on, name another redheaded German.
I was gonna say if you shave the beard and but yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, the first look at you,
Boris Becker. Boris Becker.
Name another redheaded German.
And what's her name too? Angus.
Don't say a redhead. Famous redhead German.
Wasn't Boris Becker blonde?
I thought he was sort of a redhead. Oh, Jesus, Paul, this is unraveling.
You got.
So we did. Hey, before we go, because I gotta go pick up my daughter at school. Dude, I got the second vaccine shot.
Nice.
Did not get
My
sick.
second one.
Did not get sick, Paul, and I think it's because I'm fucking stone sober, and all I do is just fucking have. I make myself a chocolate malt Saturday night. That's all. I don't even smoke sticks anymore.
Okay, I'm done for that. I gotta run my bike.
People that never had COVID are having an easier time. I don't know if that's part of it, but maybe the fact.
I also think people.
I have to take 4 days rest to
recover. I had a buddy of mine that was a booze bag, and he got the Johnson & Johnson, and he had a real tough time with it, to the point he was like thinking of going to like the hospital or whatever. I love how people are freaking out about the Johnson & Johnson because like 6 people out of fucking 7 million had a problem with it. It's like, and then Ford sold those fucking Crown Victorias to the cops for fucking 30 goddamn years, and they were dying in them because the gas tank was in the wrong fucking place, right? Took them 30 years to recall that fucking thing. 7 people.
Yeah, millions and millions of people are fine with it. That's why, like, these people online, man, that are saying like DMX, it's just really dangerous what they're saying and what they're doing.
They gotta sell the virus, Paul. They gotta be from the people that cured polio and every fucking measles, mumps, all of this shit. They cured it all. They eliminated. Like there was plagues constantly in history. Modern medicine eliminated all of it. And now they're going to eradicate this fucking thing. And there's people that are going to the place where there's free pornography to also get their medical advice. It's the funniest fucking shit ever. Ever.
That's really funny way to look at it. It's true. Like, I trust my doctor, and if your doctor tells you, which the doctors are saying it's safe, go and do it. Do it. My doctors are
if
right.
I have an electrical problem, you know who I talk to? An electrician. That's what I do. So I'm right now, you shouldn't fucking listen to me. I'm just saying listen to doctors. And I want an official one. Not some dude who got kicked out of a hospital for whatever the fuck he was doing. That's some fucking quack in a fucking strip mall. I'm talking someone who's in the league, Paul.
I want to know what college they went to.
He's got his name sewed into that fucking thing.
I want to know what college he went to. Okay? If you didn't go to a prominent
behind him on the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Give me a starter.
I want Harvard.
Hey, Paul, you know who said that about fucking DMX? That was just our idiot kicker. Just talking, just... Does that sound anything like him? He's has such a specific way of talking.
Peyton?
Peyton Manning.
The first time you did it sounded like him. That time you went too hard with the accent.
I think I went a little Lou Holtz. You love my Lou Holtz.
Get your brains. Just go out there, get in the huddle, and think about God. Nobody on Notre Dame does steroids. Everybody else cheats. But they're not Catholics.
Your Lou Holtz is one of my favorites. It's so fucking good. I wish more people knew who Lou Holtz was because that's so perfect.
You gotta just all come together. You gotta believe in yourself. Call your mother and father. Tell them you love them. Have the dog go out and fetch the newspaper.
He sounds like he's talking about America in like 1953. Not saying he's not a great coach.
You got to hear Bobby Kelly do Artie Lang, dude. Oh, Bobby Kelly does Artie Lang, and it is not the only one I got. I could do a good Florentine, but
your Florentine. I love your Florentine.
Hold on. He goes, "Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, nobody wants to hear Madonna at halftime. It's a joke. It's fucking unreal. Fucking AC/DC always. It's fucking brutal. Nobody cares.
Oh, that dancing robot. I mean, what's that? Who's that for? Who's that for? What am I supposed to do with that? It's fucking stupid. Just
I pulled my hog out. What do you think I want you to do with it? Put it in your mouth. It's a fucking joke. No, dude, you got to
I was in a
hear.
Ramada. I took an upper decker. All right, I got to go. I'm going to be late here.
All right, man. This is episode 13, Anything Better. Guys, like and subscribe on iTunes. Get it on Spotify. Anywhere you get your podcast, subscribe to the Anything Better YouTube channel. The Monday Morning Podcast.
And I won't bitch about the NBA anymore. I'm even getting tired of me. I won't bitch about the NBA anymore. I'm even getting tired of that.
Check out. So, guys, April 22nd to the 24th, I'll be at the Addison Improv. May 20th.
Addison Improv, just telling some knock-knock jokes.
Yeah, April 22nd to the 24th. I'll be at Side Splitters in Tampa, May 20th to the 23rd. Also got Austin.
In this video, I'm going to be telling you about leg training. I'm going to tell you why leg training is important or not as important as you think, whether or not you need to do leg training at all, if it actually makes a difference in your physique and aesthetics, and how to do leg training most effectively to get the biggest bang for your buck. I'm John Sunman from Bulldog Mindset, and on this channel I teach you how to build the physique you want, how to get the money you want, and the lifestyle that you want to be the kind of man that you want to be, the kind of man that does not have the victim mindset, but has the Bulldog mindset and goes after what he wants in life. Let's start talking about legs and leg training. All right, so first of all, I have to tell you that I think there is a lot of emphasis and too much emphasis on leg training, and it just doesn't make sense to me, okay? And let me tell you why. The reason why I train, okay, and if you're gonna be fucking honest with yourself, the reason why you train and you go to the gym and you lift weights is to look good, okay? That's it, all right? Now, some of you might have athletic reasons. If you're training for athletic reasons, then you're not even watching this fucking video because it doesn't fucking matter. If you need to, you obviously need to train your legs to be explosive, to do the kind of whatever athletic ability that you need to have. So forget about that. We're talking about, does it look good? And let's be honest, guys, when you're saying does it look good, I'm not saying does this bro think you look good with your big fucking legs. I'm saying do the honeys, right? Do ladies like it? Do you need to have legs to have what would be a sexy physique for a guy? Now, my argument to this is, my first basic answer is no, with a little asterisk. And the asterisk says this. The asterisk says that there are a couple of important caveats to this, right? The first important caveat is this: you cannot have chicken legs. So you have to have a reasonably sized legs. It should look like you lift your legs, okay? That they're somewhat athletic. That's optimal. And the booty, the glutes, okay? So if you look at it, and I'll show you some pictures, and we'll look at physiques of men, and we'll look at what physiques that women find attractive and judge to be attractive, okay? And what you will find is that there won't be many pictures of legs, okay? And of the pictures of legs, they won't be really huge. So let's take a look at just like Google Images and take a look here. Again, from superhero movies, I suppose this is good. They're upper body shots. You can't even see what the legs look like. I mean, we're looking at these here. Here's your proof here. Now, again, I think we can look better than this, but hey, not really seeing any kind of any kind of legs. There's Greg there. And again, even Greg isn't showing the legs there. So, I mean, he's not necessarily known for that. But, I mean, you know, when we look here, come on. Okay, oh, wait a minute. Here we go. And that looks really attractive there. That's just super attractive. Great job. Right? You see what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have somewhat developed legs, but even this guy here, right? It's really hard to find even a picture of a superhero physique with legs. It's like decent size, right? It's not ridiculously sized, okay? Again, I say it's a 2-to-1 ratio because when you really lift legs and they're really big, they're a lot bigger than this. But, you know, he's got a lot up top. So this is really small compared to the amount up top there. Again, you know, that's probably a better example. And here you go, right? Superman looks pretty damn good, but why is it just doing that? All right, so
So yeah, I mean, you can see what I'm saying here, right? I mean, you can see they're not even the drawings are not emphasizing the legs very much. It's a reasonably sized leg. It has muscle to it. Okay, if just tone, if you just are cut, this is going to look good. This is not like I did a lot of squats, right? I did a lot of bench press, okay, and built the upper body, but not the lower here. This is a comical example of that. The emphasis is not on the legs. If you look at even the men's physique competition, you're going to see that they wear board shorts. Okay. Again, some of you guys that are hardcore bodybuilders are going to say, "Oh, that's stupid. It's a cop out. You should work on your legs. Don't skip leg day."
What's good, people? Simeon Panda here, and I am at Selfmade. And today I'm going to bring you something that is going to be so authentic. Why is it authentic? It's because, okay, from the title, what have you seen? It says I'm going to help you build legs without squatting. Why am I doing that? Well, recently I got out of my car and somehow tweaked my back. And I'm not squatting today. There's no chance I'm squatting today. So that made me think, I know there's a lot of you, and I get loads of comments from you guys saying, how can I build my legs without doing squats? Now, before I go into, how we're gonna do that, I do wanna say one thing. You guys that follow me, you know I love squatting. Like, it's my favorite exercise. So, and if you don't know I squat by now, you can't have been following me for any length of time. I love squats. Squats has been key in helping me build my legs because of the amount of volume that I've been smashing them with. But there are plenty of other exercises that I do along with squats that have helped me build my legs, and they're just as important, and we're gonna do those today. So can you build big legs without squats? Yes, you can. But why do why are squats pushed so much to people? It's because they are just so awesome. It's a big compound exercise, and they will add so much mass to your legs. You're using your glutes, you're using your hamstrings, you're using your quads. It's just a great exercise for your legs. Now, even though I'm going to help you build them without squats, there's two people that I want to put into two different groups. And if you're in one group, then I don't want you to even watch this video. I want you to keep trying with your squats. The categories are, there are people that don't want to squat because they find it challenging. Guys, you need to squat. Those guys, you need to squat, because finding something challenging is not a reason to avoid it. You just need to get better at it. You need to be persistent with it. You need to make sure that your form's good, and you'll be fine, and you'll benefit from it. Those guys, I want you to still persevere with your squats. Keep squatting, keep trying to get your squat right. Even me personally, for years I wasn't squatting right. I did it. I never liked it. I hated it. In fact, I detested it, but I still did it. I didn't squat right. I didn't feel comfortable. You guys that followed me for a while will know that I fixed my squat. I love squatting now, and it's because I'm doing it right, and it's benefiting my life. The other category are people who genuinely have issues with squatting. Now, when I say genuine, I mean you might have knee issues, you might have lower back issues, and squats, barbell squats, back squats might not be something for you, For you guys are the guys I really want to talk to today. So the other guys, please persevere with your squats. You can still do this routine to make a change, but the other guys that are having knee issues and lower back issues, this routine is going to be perfect for you guys so you can build your legs. And like I said to you guys, it's going to be authentic because at the moment I'm dealing with a little bit of back pain, so you won't see me do anything today that will trouble your lower back. Let's go. Okay guys, I already told you about how I fixed my squat. I went back to the drawing board, I eliminated ego, I took the weight down, I corrected it, and I got it to a point where I'm feeling every rep, and every rep is effective. I'm gonna do the same with leg press. What that means is, if you've seen my old videos, you'll see I've leg pressed over 1,000 pounds. You know, I'll throw a few clips so you can see I've leg pressed a lot of weight. However, today and for the future, it is all about feeling the weight, you know, so we're not going to jump in weight too quickly. In the past, I used to start on probably 6 plates a side and then do 8, then 10, then 12, working my way up to like 15 plates a side, you know, crazy. But today, we're just going to take it easy and feel every rep, make sure the form is on point, and that's what I want you guys to do, because that's what's going to get you the big legs. Forget the weight, we need good reps. Let's go. Okay guys, so as you can see, even with lower back issues, you are still able to leg press. So it's a tick for the leg press. The leg press is in. So when you have lower back issues, the exercises that we're trying to avoid are things that compress our spine. So a back squat is out. This is in. The next exercise is a squat. But Sim, you said no squats. Indeed, we're not going to do a barbell squat. We're going to do a wide sumo squat with a kettlebell. Fantastic exercise. Will not put issues on your lower back. You're not going to have the same issues that you have with a barbell squat. You'll be able to perform this one easy as pie. So let's unlock this and then get to it.
Huh. I can do that. I can do that. Oh, look at my squat bar too. This thing's amazing, but I don't do squats anymore. This thing's amazing though.
So we've got the compound movements out of the way. How many of you saw my video on how to build big arms, talking about the principles? I did it with Ulysses, and we talked about the principles behind building big arms. Those principles lend themselves to pretty much all of the training. So we've done the compounds. What's next? If you watch that video, what's next is isolation.
I don't know, that's pretty squat-like. I think the bike might be better for
that. Leg extension, and then we always finish off with a nice finisher. And it's something intense, whether it be a drop set, a superset, or, you know, just something that's really going to burn out, you know? Good finisher. So those are the principles, that's what we're going to do.
No, I do not like those.
Okay guys, so with our leg extensions, we're going to do them in 2 different ways. The first one, we're going to do with our feet turned outwards. We're going to do a few sets like that. Then we're going to turn our feet inwards. We're going to do a few sets like that. I'm going to show you on screen the muscles that we're going to be targeting using those different angles for the leg extension.
Mainly because of horse stance, when I'm in a horse stance, I'm like this. I'm not putting any weight on it, you know, like a horse stance, you're like this. Like, I guess you are straight up. You are straight up. I do have to work on flexibility though. It's not a bad idea. I can work on some flexibility right now.
So we've done our compound, we've done our isolation. My legs are pumped, like ridiculously pumped, and we haven't squat one rep of a barbell squat today, and we've still got a good leg workout in. We're now going to finish off, as I said, with an intensifier. Today's is going to be walking lunges. Now, walking lunges you can do at any point during your leg day session. The reason why I'm doing it as a finisher is we're not going to use any weight. We are going to do laps on laps, and it's going to burn. Even without weight, it's going to burn. When you're going back and forth, that really starts to kick in. If you're going to do walking lunges as a big working set, then yeah, you can put a barbell on your back, you can grab some dumbbells, you can grab some kettlebells, and you can lunge it out. But today, we are finishing with it, so I'm just going to do laps on laps on laps. Let's go.
Skipping rope streams coming soon? I think so.
So guys, I want you to end with your walking lunges. I want you to do as many laps as you can. We're not going to have a number in mind of how many laps. And you can judge the distance that you want for yourself. It's going to depend on the gym. But I want you to just keep going until the burn is too much and you have to stop. We're going to take a break. We're going to do one more round. And it's your next session. Thank you. Wasn't that fantastic? That was amazing. So only 60 minutes and fantastic leg workout. Like I said, guys, you can build big legs without squats. You know me, I love squatting, but for you guys that have an issue with it, follow this routine and you will still grow massive quads. Now, today's session was more quad dominant. I'm going to bring you another session where we concentrate on just hamstrings. But today I just wanted to emphasize that you can build your quads more specifically without squats. And that's what we've done. Guys, I appreciate you. Subscribe. Peace out.
The parable that's called the Ring of Gyges. He says, imagine this scenario. There was once a shepherd of a king named Gyges. And one day he was off in the wilderness, tending the king's flocks, when there was an earthquake and it opened up a chasm in the ground. And he went inside and there was a giant bronze horse. And inside of it there was a corpse. And he took nothing from this grave except a ring which was on the finger of the corpse. And later he was standing around in the bureaucratic meeting where the king's shepherd talked about their sheep, and he was bored and started playing with the ring, and he turned it. And when he turned the bevel towards the inside, he became invisible. Now, this invisibility gave him enormous power, because now he could do whatever he wanted without anyone knowing that it was him. In other words, he could behave however he wanted, and there were no consequences. There was no damage to his reputation, and there was no risk that he would be in prison for doing anything wrong. Well, what would you do if you had this kind of power? This Gyges, this former shepherd, quickly used it to amass riches, to kill his enemies, eventually uses it to seduce the queen, kills the king, and takes over the kingdom. He uses this power to pursue his own interests. And Glaucon is saying that this is what society would be like if we didn't have consequences, if the laws didn't establish punishments. And justice is simply obeying the laws that we've created because you want to avoid the punishments, you want to avoid the consequences. And the parable illustrates this by saying what would happen to any of us if there were no consequences to our actions. Nobody behaves justly in and of itself. They do so to avoid the consequences of disobeying the law. And that's why we've created society, that's why we've created law. That is the very nature of political order.
Morning. So, it's been a while since I've done a vlog. And those of you that follow me for a long time know that I used to do daily vlogs and they were really good. I know you guys gave me feedback on them and you loved it. The reason I'm doing a vlog today is my videographer isn't available and I'm training with my shoe leg on really late. So I thought rather than not doing any content.
I'm surprised he eats oatmeal. Wow, is that cream? Oh no, it's egg white. I thought it was cream. Egg white. Egg white. 100% protein?
Just arrived at Aeronautics. Well, I love you today. What's good, man? Good, man. So we're here. About to smash legs with Mike. It's going to be a good session. And as I said to you guys, it's going to be me and the camp. Me and the camp. Direct. 1, 2. What's good? So I'm going to take this before we start. 2 scoops of my shirt through the roof. Telling you guys about this.
2 scoops.
You need to. You definitely see an
2 scoops before he starts.
and your recovery.
I had 2 scoops throughout the day today. His form is perfect, man.
What's What's good, guys? So we're gonna be using a duck little
See,
bar.
like compared to the other guy, that guy, the other guy's form is not nowhere near Simeon's. That's why I think Simeon can do all that weight, because his form is just so perfect.
What's the benefits of it? So the Duffalo bar is dough, shout out to Chris Duffin for getting
I don't know if it's chicken and egg scenario, if form builds mass or mass builds form. I think it would be form builds mass, but it's probably confounding variables.
It kind of stresses your core, kind of like a camber bar or safety squat bar. So you're feeling it more in your core.
Like, he's perfect.
Not as much as
He's like a perfect human being.
and it's heavier, so that's always a good look. I've been using it since we got it. Oh, we gotta talk, bro. Jeanette. We gotta talk. Where you at with it? I liked it. It's mad because there was a lot of points. Obviously further on to the end, but I was like, oh, like that. Yes. And the funny thing is, I'm saying, oh, I still don't get it.
Yo, thanks for being here, Dick. Thank you for being here. You're the man, dude. It's an honor. It's an honor to have the... Dude, your two-finger, two-hand push-ups yesterday were insane, man. Two-hand, two-finger push-ups.
Which is right? His is right for him, and mine is right for
I gotta go, though. I'm gonna go.
I'm
already late for dinner.
What works for you, where you're
Oh my gosh.
and go from there. There's not one perfect way.
Okay, thanks Dick for inspiring me to ride the bike, to use the bike. Thanks, man. Okay, are we gonna read? I'm so tired. Are we gonna read?
You know, if you're sweating and you're uncomfortable, change it. You know, that is as simple as that. That's why I was never comfortable. I could move heavy weight, but I hated my form, and it was just never enjoyable. Now, it doesn't matter what weight I'm on the bar, I squat the same. 1 plate to 5 plates, the same form. I feel comfortable. It's just like, you know, find what works for you. I've got long limbs, short torso. I'm not going to squat the same as someone with short limbs
Dick. Thanks for hanging out,
and a
man.
longer torso. So, you know,
Made my stream again. What can I say? Thanks so much. Be safe, man. Don't go out there looking for cops to like challenge. You know what I mean? Don't do it, man. You can't afford it, man. It's too expensive, dude. Now's the time to be a neat, homie. I mean, I don't. Maybe if you, I'm sure you live by yourself, but now's the time to stay in. You know, just. But yeah, you gotta go outside for walks and stuff. All right, catch you later, man.
You gotta get to the 11, bro. You gotta get the 11. What the phone? Now I'm gonna get the 12. But when? I was waiting too. I'm just gonna wait, man. They said they don't know. I don't care. I just got it.